Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. How's everyone doing? It's been a really good week over here. We've just been staying busy with different farm related errands and things going on. It's nice and bright even though it's overcast this morning. Maybe I won't open the curtains completely. Yeah, we've been just busy with farm stuff, and one thing we're working on currently is we're getting a packaging processing room put together over here on the compound. A room that we've been using up until now as a storage room. We are turning it into a packaging room so that we can have it all set up nicely for when we package honey and also when we package coffee. So it's going to be really nice, and I'll show you guys all of that and the progress on that in a separate video. Let's see what else. I went ahead and started a Lemire Farms Instagram page. I've been knowing that I would eventually do that, but this week I decided to just go ahead and get it started, get it up and running. So now we have a social media Instagram presence for Lemire Farms as well as Lemire Travels, which I'm excited to just kind of keep those active and just have those spots online for people to go for the specific things that we're doing. So rather than have everything just kind of jumbled together with the travel company and with Lemire Farms and with our personal accounts on social media, it feels nice to kind of have them divided up and organized that way. So if you guys are on Instagram or Facebook, you can find our accounts there. You can find our pages. And yeah, I have a lot of other things to show you guys, but I'll save that for a separate vlog so that I can show you guys our packaging room and just a few other things that we've been doing and working on that goes along with all of that. But I'm excited, and I'm also loving our new logo that we had done and that I've already showed you guys, but I'm really loving it. It feels really fresh and just perfect for our brand that we're building. And also something else we've had done around here this week is we had some new madam or gravel brought into our compound and spread all over the front part of our compound where there was beginning to be a lot of dust that was exposed, and it was getting really dusty in the house, especially because it's been windy lately too. So the wind just picks up the dust and just, you know, blows it straight at the house. And so I did take some video footage of that. So I'll show you guys that. We have a lorry on the way full of madam or gravel, because we need to spread a fresh new layer right here in the front part of the house, because a lot of it has just been covered with dust. So there's a lot of dust getting into the house, especially because there's a lot of wind these days. So the wind picks up and then the dust has nothing covering it. So we're gonna spread a fresh layer. It was covered nicely. But I don't really know what happens over time. It just kind of gets moved around and buried in the dust. So we're gonna add another layer. You can hear the pigs getting excited about dinner right now. That's why they're so loud. We will eventually put like Carbro or some kind of, you know, stones out here in the front, but that's just not a huge priority right now. And for now, the gravel works nicely. So Looks like the truck is here. Dust is gonna come into the house. Do you see that? Whoa. You can head out. Let's go the other way. That's a lot of gravel. I've been having to like sweep and mop this front entryway like almost every single day because the wind just blows in dust like crazy. I'm gonna watch out the window. What a transformation. No more dust blown into the house for a while. No more dust and no mud when the rain comes. Nice. Even the ducks are enjoying the new gravel. Hey, Liam. So yeah, that's what we've had going on around here this week, and I'm excited for today because it's just gonna be a chill day at home. We do have things going on. George is gonna be busy for the first part of the morning because we are moving the piglets today to the other property, and I have a feeling that's gonna be really eventful, trying to round up all 30 piglets. So it's probably going to be really noisy with pig squeals around here in a little bit. But other than that, on my end, I'm going to just be here with the kids at home. And I decided that I would go ahead and vlog our meals for the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't think I've ever really done a day of just typical meals that we eat here at home. And I'm gonna be the one cooking throughout the day. I kind of have a plan for each meal. Nothing fancy, just like I said, just typical things that we tend to eat around here when we're home. And yeah, so I'm gonna take you guys through our day of meals and just show you guys what we eat on a typical day. Yeah, so like I said, nothing fancy, just very typical, normal meals. And it's not necessarily gonna be any really Kenyan dishes. Like, I'm not gonna be making ugali or anything like that today. But we'll start with breakfast. I'm gonna make some bacon and some scrambled eggs. I'll cut up some fruit and probably some toast, so that'll be breakfast. So yeah, let's get started. I have like a dozen eggs here, so just gonna do scrambled eggs. I'll get the pan preheating. now I'll just mix up the eggs and leave them sitting here all ready to go. And then I will do the bacon, and then I'll put the eggs in the pan with the bacon grease, which makes them taste really good too. All right, now let me get to the bacon. It's actually harder than it looks to like cook and go back and forth and get everything prepared and talk and use my phone at the same time. But it's fun too, so. And we don't actually have bacon all that often. I know I said these are typical meals, which it's typical enough, but we don't eat bacon every week, but I would say a few times a month. This is the bacon that we're using. One thing about this collar bacon, we really like it, and I think it's just less fatty, and so it actually doesn't like leave behind a lot of grease. So I might need to still add some cooking oil for the eggs, but we'll see by the time we're done. But we really like this one. I like this collar bacon a lot. It's like, I don't know, I feel like it's a healthier version of bacon, and hopefully sooner than later we can be eating Lemire Farms bacon, because obviously we do pork, so maybe it is something we've talked about. Maybe eventually we'll do specific cuts of pork and also bacon. Okay, so the bacon is done, and yeah, there's like no grease, you can see. There's like not grease left in the pan really, so I am gonna add a little cooking oil. And I don't need to brew any coffee this morning because I brewed a bunch of it yesterday, so just have it left over in the fridge, so I'll just warm that up. And I am definitely a clean as I go type of person in the kitchen. I do not like to cook and blow up the entire kitchen, leaving a huge mess to come clean up later. So as much as possible, I clean up as I go. So like while something is on the stove, I'll be doing a few dishes, I'll wipe counters. I like the kitchen to be almost just clean, like perfectly clean. And that might be like a little psychotic of me. George is not like that. He will cook, blow everything up for it to be cleaned up afterwards, which is okay. I know everyone has their own style, but for me, I like to just make it easier on myself. George is on the phone. George is gonna have to head out. Like I said, they're moving piglets today, so I'm gonna plate him up some food really quick so he can eat before he goes out. Do you want some toast, or do you want your giant donut you brought from town?
Just that is good.
You don't want bread?
No.
Just a protein and a fruit kind of situation. He will eat this and then head outside, and then I will get some toast in the toaster for the kids and some coffee going. Babe, yes. Do you want some coffee?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get George a quick cup of coffee. You guys come and eat, breakfast is ready. So George has finished eating already. I'm going to just plate up the kids' food over here and then just take it to the table rather than set the whole table, because if I'm being honest, we are not that fancy every day. We don't just like fully set the table. We just kind of plate things up and go to the table and sit and eat. So that's what we're gonna do. Hey Lucas, will you get the ketchup? I think the chili sauce is already on the table, I think. George is heading out to go move 30 piglets. Good luck. That's gonna be so crazy.
It's gonna be fun.
Hey Liam, can you come bring this blue band over to the table, please? Breakfast is served, so I'm just gonna take everything to the table, and that's that for a typical breakfast. Squealing has begun. And as for me, I will make myself a plate, but I usually like to just drink something first. Like I'll probably have my cup of coffee and let my stomach and my metabolism start rolling, if you know what I mean. And then I'll eat probably in about 20-30 minutes. I decided to come get some video footage of the piglets leaving. Morning. That was actually a million times smoother than I thought it was gonna go. I thought we were gonna have pigs running everywhere, people chasing pigs, but it actually went really smoothly. And now they're off to the new farm. I'll do an update for you guys. I don't know when, maybe sometime next week, so that you can see them all over there in their new home. All right, guys, and just like that, it's almost lunchtime. Whoever says that taking care of kids and a house and doing house chores and cooking 3 meals a day is not a lot of work is lying. It feels like there's only a really small, brief moment in between each meal and cleaning up after that meal. There's only a little bit of time before you got to do it all over again. So, but I'm not complaining. It is what it is. But before I get into actually making lunch, I'm going to prep a few things for dinner, because we are going to have chicken, a whole chicken, and it's all divided up into pieces already. And so I'm just gonna season it so that it can be nice and flavorful tonight. So I'm gonna season this real quick and then put it back into the fridge, and then we'll get started on lunch. Okay, so I'm just deciding to keep it simple with some lemon pepper seasoning and some garlic powder and some parsley flakes. And I know there's already salt in this, but I'll probably add a little extra salt. And yeah. Okay, so now time for lunch. We typically don't have something too heavy for lunch most days. We just keep it light because the kids will usually eat lunch and then want a snack somewhere between lunch and dinner. So we usually do that rather than having something too heavy. So today I'm making, we have these smoked sausages from Kenchik. They're usually in the frozen section. I'm gonna make these, so I boil water and then just let them boil for about 4 to 5 minutes. And so that's nice and quick and easy. And then I'll probably make, we have a lot of bread that I don't want to go bad. So we had toast for breakfast, but we're probably gonna have some avocado toast to go along with this. So we'll have toast again, which nothing wrong with that. We have avocados from our tree that are getting nice and ripe. So I'm going to mash some of that up, probably put in some salt and garlic powder, and then spread it on top of toast, and then have it with these smoked sausages and some fruit. We did not get through all the fruit from breakfast, so we'll probably have that along with maybe pineapple. I might slice up the pineapple if it looks right. So, yep. While I let that come to a boil, I will start on the avocados. The last time that we harvested avocados from our tree, a lot of them ended up not being the best because one of our branches with a lot of avocados fell down and broke and like hit the ground. So they just didn't ripen properly. But these ones are delicious and are ripening so nicely. All right, the water is boiling, so I'm going to put the sausages in. I think 4 or 5 minutes is typically what it is. All right, and I have the toaster back out. I could have just left it out after breakfast, but. Okay, so now I'm just spreading the avocado spread on the toast, and the smoked sausages are done. London is putting some ketchup and mustard on the table because they like to eat the sausages with that. And then I'll just take the fruit over and that will be that. Okay, so this is what we have all plated up. And I just decided to cook all of the sausages. I knew we weren't going to eat them all right now, but now that they're cooked, I'll just put them in the fridge and then they can be microwaved easily for a snack or for later. All right, guys, time for dinner, and that chicken is in the fridge, so I'm gonna get it out, and I'm going to slice up some onions to go along with the chicken. We're gonna cook it in this thing. I don't know what you call it exactly, but it makes the juiciest chicken, and it needs to cook in there for a few hours. So I'm gonna get that going right now. And along with the chicken, we're gonna have some mashed potatoes. So we have this karahi that's pretty full of potatoes, so I'm gonna do some peeling. I'm probably gonna put on like a podcast or some music or something because that makes cooking so much more fun when you have something to listen to. So I'm gonna do that. I'll get to peeling these, boiling. We'll have some mashed potatoes and then this juicy chicken. Nice simple meal, but delicious. And these potatoes we brought back from Kiberitia like the last time we were there. So they sent us home with so many potatoes, and we'll see how many I'm gonna peel and cook today. All right, so dinner is just about done. I'll show you the chicken. Turned out really juicy and nice, and I shredded a lot of it and then left a few whole pieces intact. So it's a simple, delicious dinner, and I am pretty tired from the day. The kids are outside playing. I might come out and get some fresh air. And George has been in and out all day. He's been gone most of the day at the other farm doing stuff. So obviously he's gonna be busy over there, especially now that the pigs are there. But yeah, guys, I've taken you through a very, very typical meal day over here at our house. Obviously there's variations and it does change, but that's, you know, a pretty good idea of what the Lemiris are eating when they're home, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog right here. The potatoes still have a while to go, but now you've seen what we're eating for dinner. Once I bring the kids in from playing outside, I have to get them washed up and kind of like simultaneously getting ready for bed / getting ready for dinner. So it's kind of a crazy time in the evening. So yeah, I think this is where we'll end. Thank you guys for sticking with me and with us throughout the day. And I hope you enjoyed this little vlog, and we'll see you guys in the next one. It's fun.